All right, listen, Lydia Ko's on the show tonight. 18 years old, #1 in the world. They're getting younger and better every year on tour. It's never too early to start pushing our kids to pursue excellence.
It's never too early?
Never too early.
Hey, kid, you just gonna sit there in your mom's belly waiting for her to feed you? Or are you gonna get out and hit some balls?
Harry, don't you have a show to do?
No. Live show? No script? What could possibly go wrong? Very flattering for the applause. Not surprising because I asked you to do it when I came out. Thank you very much. This is Callaway Live. I'm Harry Arnett, and you guys know the show tonight. We have Lydia Ko on the show tonight, as you guys know, but we have a big surprise for you. And I'm thinking, you guys know I'm in the marketing world, and we do really big things in the marketing world here at Callaway. I'm thinking of rebranding tonight. Callaway Live, Tuesday night, the place where champions come to talk about champion things on live and semi-live digital internet talk shows. You guys like that? Yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Because joining us live right now from Topgolf in Dallas, our buddy and the newest Louisiana Open champion on the Web.com tour, our friend Wes Bryant. Wes! Yes. There he is! That guy! There he is! Hey! Hey, Wes! How did that sound, man? You're the champion of the Louisiana Open on the Web.com. Was it as cool as it looked when we were watching you coming down the stretch?
You know, it was pretty cool. I don't even know if it's actually sank in yet. I'm still kind of going through what it feels like to have won and accomplished a goal that I've been working for my entire life. So, yeah, it's super satisfying. And, yeah, here at Topgolf to celebrate.
I love the fact that you're one of those guys that always tells it like it is. How nervous were you coming down the stretch when you knew that you were sort of a shot off the lead and then you vaulted into the lead? How nervous was that moment?
You know, I looked at a board and saw that I was tied for the lead, I think, after 13 or 14. And I felt like then the nerves were going to kick in because there was 5 guys tied at the top. I knew it was going to be a really close one. But honestly, like coming down the stretch, I didn't feel too many nerves. I was able to pick out my spots, hit them. I was able to make a lot of putts. And, yeah, so I basically – after wow, I've got a little echo here. It's pretty crazy. But after the round, I went to the range, and that was when the nerves started to set in. I was like, man, the ball's out of my court. I've got no control over the situation. And I had to just sit and wait, and hopefully some guy was going to knock birdie number 18. So that was a weird feeling.
Yeah. You could hear us in our house saying, miss it, to the guy who's coming down the stretch, who's also our guy, so of course we weren't saying that to him. A little awkward.
My wife was pulling me. She was up on 18, and she came running back, and she was like, oh, my God, you won. So that was pretty cool.
Who said that, your brother?
My wife. Well, yeah. Yeah, he was there. I don't know. I couldn't get a gauge on him if he was nervous or not. He was probably twice as nervous as I was coming down the stretch.
Bag shaking. Do your best George imitation on the tee on 18. Let's hear it.
Actually, I'll preset it here by saying, hey, George, do you like driver here or should I hit 3? Because I've been hitting 3-wood off the hole. And, yeah, I like driver. So, yeah, that's about all. That was all he spoke for pretty much the entire round. Because I still had him in timeout from him scratching the top of my driver head on Friday.
Yeah, George is always a guy that pieces together such mastery with the English language. So I'm sure that coming down the stretch, that was really working for you. I was actually surprised. I thought that your first win something was going to happen where the ball was like hanging in a tree and you'd have to hit it with your wedge off of a branch or something. So to have the wind come down in sort of normal routine was awesome. I think do we lose Wes there? Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are, Wes. Good. So that was your first win. Notice I said first. What's going to happen the rest of the season? How does this change your plans at all?
I think it'll make the scheduling a little bit easier. I will be able to take a few weeks off now in the middle of that brutal stretch where there's 9 weeks in a row. I'm in a good position on the money list now, basically to get my card. So obviously you don't want to look ahead. You want to kind of take it one tournament at a time, but winning this early in the season definitely puts you in good position.
All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to write all the cliches on a piece of paper so that you keep it one tournament at a time, one shot at a time.
Okay.
Focus on the big goal, all of those things. But on behalf of everybody here at Callaway and your Callaway family here, we couldn't congratulate you anymore, and we're so proud of what you and George were able to do yesterday and early in the season. So congrats again.
Thank you so much, Harry. Thank you, guys. Tell Lydia I said hi.
That was everybody, George and Wes Bryan. Stay right there. We're going to be right back as Championship Tuesday. I can't do the whole thing. Lydia Ko is going to be here. Here she is.
I still haven't calculated a handicap, and the reason why is because, and Hank kind of explained a little bit of this in the beginning, I probably misinterpreted it and changed it grotesquely, and he's going to be mad at me, but when everyone's a 36 handicap, like when you first swing a golf club and you know what you're doing, like you're a max handicap golfer, and as you get better, you chip away at that, and that becomes, better and better. However, when someone, and my friends hate me because I say, oh, I'm probably like an 18 right now, but I'm not, because that's not
swing's
true.
not an 18.
Yeah,
Come on, Hank.
it's not, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like I want to shoot a 72, or I want,
you want to shoot around par.
I want to be a scratch. I want to be shooting par, or better. So that's my goal, and I think that probably should be your goal if you want to be good at golf.
Welcome back to Callaway Live. Our guests tonight, 15 wins worldwide. She is the #1 ranked player in the world. She won her first major last fall, and she happens to be a good friend of mine. Let's say hello to Lydia Ko. Where are you? Oh, you made me scare me. How are you? Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Lydia Ko. Lydia Ko. Would it have killed you to dress up a little bit for my show here? I mean, come on.
Oh, this is a new style, I might carry it out onto the golf course.
Well, every time I see you and you're not in your golf uniform, look, I called it uniform, I'm always reminded that you're not even 19 yet.
No.
So you come out, I'm like, oh yeah, she's just a teenager.
18, not legal for anything.
That's true. I never did anything illegal when I was your age.
Wink, wink.
Oh yeah. You see there are a bunch of kids here, and this is a huge Lydia Ko crowd. And I think the reason that we're all so appreciative of you and why you represent Callaway so well is you've proven that you can be super competitive and the best player in the world and still be a nice person.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Is that not true?
I hope that's true. But, I just try and enjoy it out there, and that's the most important thing. I'm trying to play until I'm 30, and I've still got 12 more years, so might as well enjoy it and have some fun.
You're going to try to make it all the way to 30?
Yeah, that's the magic number. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to get there, but, it's a work in progress.
I mean, you threw that number out. Is that a real number that you think about? Just get me to 30, and then we'll figure it out from there?
Yeah, I said I don't know if I'm going to retire on my birthday or I'm going to finish up till the end of that year. I don't know. Who knows? But they said if I get close to 30 or even 29, I'll probably think about playing a few years more. But I don't think so.
So, do you have goals in mind over the next 10, 11 years about major championships or tournament wins, or how do you frame that up when you look at a horizon like that?
Probably, just looking into this year, I think the Olympics is going to be a big goal of mine. There's 5 majors on our tour, and that's always something you try and peak towards too. Our first major is in a couple weeks, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I just try and look at the week that's ahead of me. Trying to play well at the Kia Classic this week. If I think about what's going to happen in a year or in 10 years or what I'm going to do after I retire, it's just too much to think about.
And it's constantly trying to get better, too, because even over the weekend, you're chasing down the leader. You shoot 65 on Sunday and lost a little bit of ground.
Yeah, 65 and
what a
still
jerk.
Finish.
Yeah,
still finished 5 behind, but I'm just going to blame on my 2-under start on Thursday, the first round. But, around the course like that, you almost feel like you need to shoot 4 or 5 under and you're still shooting even par. So, if you shoot 27 under, apparently that's what gets it done.
I mean, that's super low going into a tournament like that. When you walk onto a property and look at a golf course, do you have a score in mind of what you think it's going to take to win?
Well, the rough was grown out a little bit this year, so I thought the scores would be a little higher than last year, but I was totally wrong. So, that tactic kind of went out of the way. But, it was crazy last week. You could have shot 10 under twice and still may have not won it. So, especially when everyone's going low, you just need to make as many birdies as you can, and that's it.
Are you feeling more relaxed this year, having won a major in the fall? And I always thought it was funny. We talked about this in January when we were chatting, that people were saying, oh, when is Lydia going to win a major? And you were, 17, 18 at the time. Do you feel more relaxed this year having done that? You don't have to answer those questions anymore from idiots like me?
No, I kind of blame Tom Abbott. He's the first one that tells me, hey, you can break this record if you do this. And I'm like, oh, thanks. That's one more thing I need to think about. But, it was pretty cool to win, the LEVINE championship, especially being my first major win. And you always dream of what it may feel like to win. And to get it done, it was pretty emotional. I shed a few tears. I normally don't, but now I'm a little cry girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I cried after seeing me. Everybody's thinking, oh, she'll probably cry after her next win, but I'll hold it in. But, it was a special moment. I think there's a little less pressure because nobody will ask me, hey, when's your first major win going to be? But I think there's always going to be that question where they go, hey, you'll probably be able to beat this, or you got a chance to do this.
So Olympics coming up in the middle of the year. Do you consider that to be like the 6th major this year, or are you going to treat that like another tournament? What's your plan there?
Yeah, it will probably be considered as a 6th major of the year. But, to me, I think the Olympics will be my highest priority. Just to represent your country at an international stage with the world's best players, it's going to be a fun thing. And especially for the women's being played for the first time, I think there's a lot of interest in it. And countries like the USA or, Korea, where they're fighting for that last spot, and, you might be 10th in the world and still unable to compete in the Olympics. So, I'm super excited, and I just can't wait for August to come.
Well, and New Zealand always has really cool outfits on opening ceremony night. So have you looked ahead to see what it might be wearing? Have you thought about that?
I'm just going to keep to my normal attire. Yeah.
You can't wear T-shirt and holy jeans on the... Come on, Lydia.
Why
You're representing your entire country.
It's probably going to be, black, white, or silver. That's our main colors. So if I just wear in that shades, I'll be passed on. And if they say, hey, I can't be part of it, then I'll just go back home.
There you go. Hopefully with a medal, right?
Easy as that.
Yeah, exactly. No problem. Stay where you are. We're going to be right back with Lydia Ko right after this.
I'm not a huge fan of reptiles, by the way. Especially if I get, chopped up by one. I didn't know that there was this part of town.
Lydia Ko. That was from something you did with Vice not too long ago. I'm guessing that's not your normal get away from the golf course activities, hanging out with crocodiles, riding around in the swamp.
Yeah, if I am near crocodiles or, alligators, it's probably because I've hit it in the water hazard. So, no, that's not a good sign. But that was definitely a different day off.
Taking a free drop from the alligators?
Yeah, no.
You didn't look too scared there. How scared were you?
I actually held a baby alligator, and that was all right. I wasn't able to breathe properly, but it was.
Yeah.
No, they taped up the mouth a little bit so it wouldn't chomp me up. But it doesn't matter the size; it's still an alligator, and it's probably got that thing where it's like, oh, I'll bite you up, or any bloody smell, they'll want to eat me. But no, it was a fun day. I don't know if I'd want to go out and hang out with the alligators next time.
Yeah.
But it was definitely different. And I held a snake too, which was not my cup of tea.
Oh, well, it's funny because the next one we're going to do is rats, so I hope you're good with that, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
Maybe big nutria, yeah, if you know what those are.
I'll just have to say, call it a sick day, and
a sick
go,
day.
oh, I have this rat
Lydia Ko,
virus.
sick day. We'll just watch you watching movies in your bed with an ice pack on your head.
Instagram.
Exactly. Well, it's funny also to see, as we mentioned before, do you get recognized a lot when you're walking around, just if you're at the mall or hanging out?
No, I hardly get recognized. Living in Florida or going out to the mall, nobody really recognizes me unless it's people that's interested in golf or within the golfing industry. But when I go to New Zealand, go home, I get recognized a bit more. So I sometimes get that kind of look. Why is she here? Shouldn't she be out there playing? But it's definitely a different
I
perspective.
asked you one time, why are you not playing when I ran into you? And now I get accused of that every time.
Yeah, they kind of give me that, I think it's her, but I don't think it's her. I saw her on TV last week. Why is she here? That kind of a look.
Well, I sent you that jacket that said world #1 on it. Do you not wear that anymore when you're out?
No, I actually write it on my forehead, with a pen. Have to look in the mirror so I get it the right way around.
I always joke with you that you're always so nice, and before we were talking, you're like, not all the time. What are things that kind of get under your skin where you kind of lose your composure? Anything? Well, we know crying when you win a championship. That's nice.
I didn't realize you were going to actually ask this question. I would have thought about it.
Oh, that's okay.
The wrong club.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult out there. We all make mistakes. So I just try and hold it in. But sometimes, under pressure and you make a key mistake, it does kind of get me off a little bit. But I haven't broken any clubs out there.
Not yet.
Yet.
Yeah, not yet. A couple of guys on tour, Henrik a couple weeks ago threw his 4-iron in the lake, so hopefully you won't be doing that.
Yeah, I might feel bad and have to swim to get it back. Yeah.
There might be alligators in there. Have you ever had any experience with alligators?
Alligators? No. I'll take an unplayable.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we also talked to you about is every time you do something, whether it's we're throwing the ball around with you on a commercial shoot or hanging out, you're so good at everything. And we put the test to Lydia. No. We were thinking, what are things that Lydia is not good at? And so we put her to the test of a lot of things the last time we were getting together. And here are some things that Lydia actually stinks at. Here's the first. Here's driving.
No. What the?
I actually like, too, that you ended up buying a car before you even had a driver's license. So how's that going?
Going pretty good. I kind of feel bad because the car is almost too fast for me. So I should be going like 80 miles per hour or, at least towards the speed limit, and I'm cruising on 20 miles per hour, trying not to crash to anything. So I'm still learning, but I've got my learners. So I told my team that lives around me that I'll call them before I get out on the road so they can stay off from me.
That would be good to know. All right, so we know you're not good at driving. How about cooking? Is Lydia any good at cooking? Let's take a look.
Hey, can I help you?
Can we get 1 beef and 1 fish?
Okay, right up. Coming right up. 1, There goes my skill. Here you go. I hope you enjoy.
So clearly you're having your mom cook for you at home.
Yeah, she's the chef in the house. I guess one of the guys got what he wanted. He just said beef, so I didn't give him the taco or the tortilla part of it.
Close enough. Maybe we'll call that a Lydia. That's pulled pork with whatever that was you were squirting on there.
It was a generalized, order, so
yeah,
I
it's
gave
fine.
it back.
It's fine. And the portion control was good. And then finally, I don't even know how to describe this, but here's another thing that Lydia is not number one at.
This is the best. And now they know. Go, let it go. Let it go. Hold it anymore. Let me go. Let it go. Oh, I'm a Tina. Let it go. Let me go.
I don't even know about that. That's so bad. Very good. Very good.
It just got 10 degrees hotter.
Yes, Lady Gaga is not too worried about you right now.
No, I was thinking close to Adele.
Is that what that was? Maybe Adele with an upper respiratory infection, perhaps.
It should still be better than me, yeah.
So what do you like to do when you're away from the golf course? Obviously, not practice singing, I'm guessing.
I was just going to say listen to music and sing. In my downtime, I love to listen to music.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't, reflect when I'm actually singing. But I like to go to karaoke, and I'm surprised none of the machine has broken yet.
Yeah.
But you never know because I've already left.
They see you coming and they pull the shades down, close, lock the door.
Yeah, but I love to listen to music and watch some movies or just have some downtime. We're out there. I mean, golf isn't the most physical sport, but you're out there for a long time. So I just love to just chill out and relax on my bed. And my mom tells me off because I'm watching TV too much.
Too much TV.
Yeah, it's not good.
But that's probably a big thing you have to learn to maintain a level too. Is taking care of yourself off the golf course and not spending so much time playing, I would think.
Yeah, it's good to have that balance, and David always talks to me about trying to keep that balance. That's why working with the schedule, and that's why we aren't able to play every single event. And it's good to have a week off where you just chill out and take some downtime and take your mind off golf. But no, I watch TV a bit too much, I must admit. So it's not good to all the kids out here. But it's just good to have your mind off everything and watch a cartoon or an animation movie here and there.
What are the shows you're watching right now?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've been watching. It's back on. And then Pretty Little Liars. I think all girls my age seem to be watching that and get the thrill and can't wait for the next season to come up. So I like to watch a lot of scary things and kind of get creeped out and unable to go downstairs because I might think there's a murderer outside my door.
Yeah, that's really fun. Really fun. We need to send you some lighter fare to watch every now and then.
I watch Criminal Minds and go, oh my God, what if that happened to me? And I get spooked out a little bit.
You ought to binge watch Callaway Live for a while. It's a family-oriented show.
Yeah, I heard this guy, Harry Arnett's running it, so I was like, nah.
Yeah. Believe me. That's so gratuitous. So gratuitous. They're only doing that because it's true. But hey, we really appreciate you being here. We know your schedule's busy, and I know that what we're going to see from you, now we know it's only going to be 11 more years. We're going to enjoy it. Lots of major championships and winning with a smile, which is all we can ask.
Yeah, it's been so much fun, and I'm so proud to be part of Team Callaway, so hopefully all bright things.
Great. That's Lydia Ko, everybody. Thanks for watching Callaway Live. Tomorrow, we have Morgan PRESSEL right here as our LPGA week continues. And then next week, Adam Levine on Callaway Live. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Lydia Ko. Lydia Ko. Thank you. That was so fun. Thank you.
let it go.